And we should be back. So it looks like Brazil is going to be coming out now.
Yep, you have a PVZ on Overgrowth.
What are you doing up there, Kaboosh? Get off there.
Nah, no, I'm not gonna play. Too bad. Oh, Vibe just left root. Wow.
Where'd you see that at?
On the root website. Or on Reddit, but directed to the root site.
Did you see his games at Red Bull?
I didn't.
He had a couple good ones. I think mainly against North American players. He lost to, I want to say Pult? I don't remember anymore.
Sounds right.
I actually only caught a few games, so I tried to watch the tournament, but I got busy.
Scarlett played Protoss in her WCS NA qualifiers. What? Oh, alright, so spawning in the top right, we have the red Zerg, currently on a 1-game win streak. From, one sec, let me get the clan name. Venomous, Vidimus, Visimus. It's Enjoy X Fear. And in the bottom left, we have the orange Protoss from Rival Gaming. It is Brosiah. And Brosiah is queuing up quite a few probes. Looks like this is going to be a Nexus first. Which, with no cooldown yet, will likely be just fine here. Yeah. Brosiah is looking to go for the 15 Nexus. Usually see the 17 Nexus, but 15-1 works just fine. Going Nexus Gateway, super risky.
Looks like a spawning pool and a gas from Enjoy Fear.
That'll be fairly standard. Fear is gonna see. He's gonna pull away before he sees the Nexus. I don't know if that pylon has enough information. No, he's gonna go back in. He's gonna scout the Nexus.
Scout. Pretty standard so far.
Just a gas opening here. No, not leaving any drones in gas. Got the 100 pulled out. I would think he'd want to go for an earlier third after scouting the Nexus first. I guess that's pretty greedy. But not really greedy because he scouted the Nexus first, but appropriately timed.
Size and then a second probe out on the map. And third base
He
going
doesn't. Stargate, just putting it right in the wall and not trying to hide it. It's always scary to let a Protoss get away with the Nexus first.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't really have an Overlord in position either to scout the main. Not that there's anything there that you can see, but not really any
Still got this cool probe hidden out on the map still.
Six slings coming out. Should be popping out any second now.
It's gonna be cancelled. No, he runs away. Mothership core. I think you gotta cancel that for sure, but he's safe, I guess. Kind of a cool wall for Bosaya. Usually don't see set up like this, but cool to see.
Yeah, we'll see how the Zerg player's gonna respond, especially since his third Nexus going up now. Time to probe.
Still no real tech out of Fear here, just a Roach Warren. Getting pretty light upgrade, I'd say.
He's up to 55
A
drones.
bit of a drone lead. Yeah.
Yeah, for pylons though. Here come two oracles into the third.
With this Robo breakdown, I feel like this will be pretty safe against any sort of roach
Look at all those
pressure.
drones getting roasted.
He started with 5 spore crawlers. I feel like that's a bit overkill. One of the spore crawlers even gets killed by the oracles. Yeah, Brosize has 14 orcas killed. And he cannot pressure this third base effectively with that SimCity.
It looked like Enjoy tried to get some damage done with those lings, but not really getting anything accomplished. I feel like he's, after losing all those drones, he's pretty far behind.
Yeah, if you're on the back foot versus a Protoss on 3 bases, it's never a good sign.
It looks like he did snipe a queen up in the main with his oracles, but it's going to be a huge army coming down from the Zerg player.
He should, because he didn't make any immortals, which would have been really cool in this situation. But he has 2 void rays out, so there's a pretty short timer on the so he's trying to get the Nexus, but now he just gets the cannon and gets out of there. Takes quite a few off. He does have. There's a Colossus.
And
Colossus
Joyce,
and 2 more Stargates. What is this?
looks like it's just units from the Zerg player too. He's not letting up with his aggression.
Yeah, he's going pretty all in here. It's 64 probes to 41 drones right now. It's gonna. With all the units he's making, he probably won't catch up in economy anytime soon. Something to note is that Brosias has not gotten any upgrades. He's going for +1 air right now. +1, yeah.
Well, let's see how this attack goes.
These oracles are gonna get sniped by the Hydras. No, yeah. One almost gets away. And one lives. Yeah, Void Rays are pretty good.
Alive. Yeah, those Void Rays just melt those roaches.
Oracle just doing some scouting. I think it's going to look for a 4th base and see that there is not one down. So Bershai is going to feel pretty confident upon seeing that.
Spire coming up for the Zerg player and some more drones. At this point though, I feel like he's pretty much at the point of no return.
Yeah, he doesn't really have the economy to do a Spire transition right now. Dark Shrine, which is not going to do much against all these scores, ironically.
Yeah, but he has no observer with the army, or overseer, so just put a couple down.
Very true. Fourth and just going down now for here. The 4th from Brosiah was actually earlier than the 4th from here. Kind of funny.
Yeah, especially from a Protoss and a Zerg player. Oh, Sport Prism's gonna get picked off if he didn't pay attention.
Wow, 11 Corruptors struck down right now. 12. I feel like the Void Rays are gonna help those. 8 Void Rays right now.
So I'm not actually sure that you can see in the stream. I have apparently around 9,000 drop frames, which makes...
No, I have the stream up on my other monitor. It's like kind of choppy, but it's decent for the most part. Like sometimes in big engagements, like it chops a little bit, but it's definitely broadcasting. Yeah, he looks like he's barely gonna save the hatch. We have 210 HP. Which will be quick work for a Dark Templar, should he... Yep, there they are. Committing pretty hard to this hatch, he wants it. Could easily do that with just 1 DT.
And the entire
Yeah, I wonder if he even knows that there's DTs. Like, you noticed.
Oh, yep, there's an overseer.
The Corruptor count is getting pretty high, but Brosiah is going into Storm here. So basically saying like I don't care if these Colossus all die, I have Storm, and your Corruptors are useless.
6 more gates going down.
Actually trying to snipe the spores with this Zealot warp in the main, so you can warp in DTs, but the arm is here. So the Overseer would see anything. It would have been cool to see Fierce and the Corruptors to go kill the Warp Prism off, well, instead of just letting it fly away. But did clean up the drop, which is important.
Looks like a chunk of Zealots heading for the third. Looks like Enjoy's finally gonna move out.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take this fight. Storm is done. There's a bunch of Archons. This should not not a favorable fight, but he doesn't really have a choice. Yeah, Storm's everywhere. The stuff of nightmares.
And Messiah's killed off the third as well.
Even as a Terran player, I sympathize. You know how bad Storm got.
Watch those Zealots eat at the eggs.
GG. Bro, Saya killing Zergs with 100 APM. Like a real Protoss. I should say with half of their APM.
Apparently had my mic on the whole time during the stream, and not just push to talk. Don't watch the stream, Kavish. I was talking bad about you.
I'm used to it. Can't be worse than the kids at school. Looks like Scarlet, Fog, Arium, and Vibe all qualified for WCS Challenger. Well, I'm not a mod on your stream.
What?
I'm not a mod on your stream.
I don't have anything. I haven't messed with my stream at all. Like, it's just raw input. Oh, you mean like a mod in the chat?
I see. Yeah.
Oh, how do I do that?
Click on my name in the chat and click like op. I think.
There.
Yes. Alright, so we're gonna have Foxtrot Labs as our next map.
It's funny, before you messaged me to get on.
So you have to download the map.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the new maps. Before you got on, I was about to go to bed, and Michelle's like, "No, I'm gonna stay awake." She fell asleep.
Wait, no, you're not playing. Hunter's playing. It's another PVZ. It looks like he's a Zerg. He's 45 and 13. That's pretty impressive. Alright. We are going. Alright. Yeah, cross spawn, which is nice. So, spawning in the top right from Rival Gaming, we have the Orange Protoss, Versailles. One last game. Looking for another win. In the bottom left, we have the Purple Zerg from... I keep forgetting your name because it's in Latin and I don't speak Latin. But VVV clan. It is Hunter.
Well said. Well said.
Yep.
Looks like he's in early probe. Or is that a standard probe?
Look where I put the pylon.
Yeah, a little mix up here from Josiah. Mixing it up.
So this could be for a forge. Try to do a cannon rush here. Yeah, and then the really early forge. That's way earlier than you get one to be safe for an expansion. So should definitely be a cannon rush. But we have a pool gas opening from Hunter. So should not work too well.
Yeah, definitely trying to be safe here.
Brosiah could scout, because we'll see the Overlord, he could scout the lack of a hatchery and just throw on Nexus himself. Be on equal footing, because Hunter did not go for hatch first.
I don't know if he saw that probe or not. Oh, I guess he's
Well,
going in.
it's right in his mineral line. Should see it now. I don't know if he's going to commit to this. He's got quite a bit of... We got like almost 400 minerals in the bank. I think there's just going to be a Nexus. He is hiding the probe though behind the natural, so if he does commit hard to an attack, Brosiah could throw up a cannon, just to be annoying. And speed is on the way for the Zerg player. But this is a pretty cool wall from Brosiah. I don't think it's super optimal, but it should do well against Zerglings.
Yeah, especially if it's something I haven't seen before. They'll be like, oh, I gotta go all the way the fuck around.
Yeah, and I think he could finish the wall with just a pylon there by a bunch of time. Yeah, putting a second cannon down, but the cannon's not gonna work because he cannot rally anymore. Probe is actually stuck outside. Oh, he's going for the cannon rush, which is very surprising, given that he saw the pool open. I think that might have just been to buy time.
Well, yeah. Speed's about finished. There's a bunch of Zerglings popping.
But the Zerglings are at home. Killing the pylon means they're not running across the map.
Well, there should be soon. That's way too many for just defense.
Zealot is on the way. He should definitely chrono that. Yeah, cool. Good micro here from Brosiah, but the thing's just chronoed in anyways, so maybe not so good. He's gonna have to fight with the probes, not ideal.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just have to see how many probes actually go down. He's got a third base going up behind it as well.
Really nice micro here out of his Zerg player.
Wow, this is not good.
Yeah, this map is just way, like, I don't know, I think the walls need to be figured out more. Because you cannot wall in at the ramp on this map. Not in these positions. It's way too far.
Look at that perfect 333 APM. Don't think I've ever seen a 3-digit exactly the same.
Oh, oops, I left the chat. Can you ask whoever got leader to invite me back? Oh, you got leader. Cool. Can you...
Promoted you to leader. You can take over.
Ropey leader? Oh, cool.
User joined your channel.
Hello, lovelies.
You wanna cast?
Sure.
Alright, I'll take a break.
May not bode well for us, because I just wrecked him. Hehe, I said wrecked. On stream!
Get banned by Twitch.
Get. I don't think I'm a mod on Hazelbutt's stream either.
I just got modded.
I see that.
Where are you? Type something.
Just hit /mod and MDK. Or MD Knights 23.
I should probably invite you to the game.
What's the score? 2-1?
Yeah.
So are we triple casting, or are we,
I'm gonna set this game out. I'm gonna go check on the status of my dinner.
your dinner?
Uh-huh.
Goodness.
Where's the commitment?
Alright, I don't know why I'm the leader of the party. That's just a mistake.
Am I still in the game?
Yes.
I don't see it. Wow. I'm gonna try logging out. Hopefully that fixes it. Did it fix it?
Seems to have.
Right. Go ahead and start it. And I will be back in minutes.
Oh goodness, I'm not in the game anymore. Hazelnut, re-invite me.
You're still in here.
What? I don't see... What? Oh shit, I think I declined. One more time. Alright, go. What's their clan name?
UniVVV.
Alright. That seems like it's probably not their clan name.
Yeah, it's... I don't know, Caboose said it was in Latin, so I just didn't bother learning it.
Oh. Well, goodness, where's your dedication to esports?
Oh, I have dedication to esports, just not to learning names.
Goodness. Well, we see where your priorities are. A hazelnut. By the way, is your stream a hazelnut or a hazelnut?
A hazelnut.
Like your first name?
As in
okay,
my first
so
name.
your initials. Yeah. Okay, so we've revealed that Adam's first name starts with an A. And spawning in the top right corner, we've got Rival Gaming's Adapter. And in the bottom, not really a corner, the bottom 6 o'clock base, we've got UniVVV's Hunter. All caps. I wonder if he's going to play Unleash the Hounds. That would be pretty sick. It seemed like what he did last game. I was watching it with one eye on stream.
Double gas cancel.
Double gas cancel usually indicates that he forgot to build an overlord, but maybe he's doing this on purpose. It's not really optimal, but it's not like so horrible that like it's worth pointing out. But it's the only thing that's happened so far. We see adapters made a pylon, which is really where Protoss starts to get really imba, allegedly. We do see that the double extractor trick has led to a 13-12, so it looks like Hunter is going to be doing the same shenanigans as last game, perhaps. Or maybe that was... he was up to 12 at one point, so I'm not sure. 12-11?
I didn't actually see.
Craziness. Anyway, it's gonna be looking like a Speedling or Speedling Baneling assault on one base. Expanding is for the weak, says Hunter. He's just gonna unleash the hounds again and hope Adapter wasn't watching last game, and I can tell you that he wasn't, because I was playing him. So, we have Gateway and Cybercore and no wall off, which is going to be a problem when a lot of lings come in. But we do see that the Zerg is supply blocked, not making a ton of lings yet. He's only on 2 gas. He started his... alright, he's pulled off. He's only going to be making lings. He's got 16 drones, a queen, and there's the Overlord popping, so the rest of this game we should be seeing lings out of this base. And he has scouted the left base, so he knows that Adapter's in the right one.
And Adapter has scouted the wrong way too, so...
yeah, this could be tricky.
Expansion going down for Zerg.
Yep. That's a bit of a surprise, but when you're not in gas and you have 16 drones, you actually afford yourself a lot of time to make an expansion, because your larva won't finish fast enough to make lings with all of your production. So if you're making 100% lings on 17 drones, you'll actually eventually pool enough money to grab an expansion as well. The money number of lings, or drones, that can support rushing lings is I think 14. But I don't remember, I haven't done strategies like that in forever.
14 lings popping out, speed should finish any second, and they are going straight to his base.
Alright, we'll see if Adapter has any idea this is coming. He does look to be making a full wall. I think that Zealot has a hole in it. Because I remember we played a game on this map and he did a wall in with, yeah. There was a pylon there.
And... 1. And they are
oh, that other pylon barely not powering the Cybercore. I think he's got enough probes here to just engage, maybe. He would just turn now? No? But he's got the photon overcharge. This is going to be, you know, supposing nothing dies, a blink attack with +1, I think he got when we played. He did the same thing to me like literally 2 games ago. So, you see the Mothership Core being gracious to the Zerglings and a little slow. Now the Zerglings do not have the crucial Air Jordan upgrade, so they won't ever be able to kill this Mothership Core. But they will be able to be annoying. They will always be able to zone Adapter out of one of his mining bases. Now if I was the Zerg player and I saw no wall, I would just immediately go and never stop making lings. But not Hunter's plan. He's already at full base of drones at his main, almost a full base at his natural, and he's working on his 3rd. He is making a Spore Crawler, which is a bit of an odd choice. I guess he did see the Twilight Council, and has to assume that Dark Templar could be coming. Getting word from Kaboosh that this Zerg is 45 and 13 on ladder. So, Smurf City. Now, I'm not sure why Adapter's not just fully walling this off, because he's already shown that that you can full wall by just putting a pylon like a hex down. And the Zerg player has already shown a propensity to just make speedlings and run them in like ninnies. So we see the gateways being added for Adapter. He's got 3 more for a total of 6, and Blink. Looks like it's going to be 7 actually, as he just got 150 for another one. Now in terms of spending and how all in Adapter is right now, he is definitely not going to be making many more probes after this, at least that'd be the plan. Blink is about to finish, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a probe and a move out coming soon. He will want to keep a sentry back, or fully wall his bases, because links.
Ooh, that's sentry.
Sentry throwing up the Hail Mary force field, not too effective. And now if the Zerg if I'm the Zerg player in this situation and I've seen a sentry and at least 1 more sentry, I'm pretty sure that Dark Templar can't be coming. And I know the Dark Shrine has been made cheaper since Wings of Liberty, but just basically counting the gases possible, I think he'd want to be on another one if he was going for heavy DT or Archon play. That said, the Overlord does get a full scout of the base, does see that Adapter's got 7 gates, if he counted, or just, a bunch of gates if he didn't. So,
yep, and he is just making non-stop lings.
In the units count, he's got 52 lings. This guy's definitely a member of the Church of JML, which is a pretty good strat, in my opinion. Blink is going to be able to deal with this, but without +1 attack, this is just going to be a lot of lings to deal with, and Zealots following up with a whoop-in, not a bad idea, because Zealots are better than just straight-up Stalkers with Blink, but in this many numbers, the lings will just crush everything. And he has started the transition to roaches. He's on 4 hatcheries. With this many lings made, though, I would honestly prefer to see just +1 melee, +1 carapace, and keep him hemmed in his base for the rest of the game. But
I think he's planning on ending this game pretty quickly.
Yeah, a Dark Shrine for Archons wouldn't be the worst choice in the world right now, because Archons absolutely wreck lings in any number.
And you see a bunch of roaches being made.
A bunch is 16 on the map right now, 6 more in production, so yeah, he smells blood, he's trying to end the game now. Adapter finally realizes the pylon in his base, and, or the Overlord in his base.
The floating pylon.
The floating map hack pylon. And this Roachling attack will run into 1, Photon overcharge, but I'm pretty sure that it'll be able to just stand in it if he wants to. Yeah, see, he just runs by here, gets some lings in. Adapter going for Robo, double Stargate. He's just trying anything at this point to hold. Once these gateways go down, it's going to be an absolute chore, and GG should be called pretty soon. Zerg takes a supply lead 164 to 52, and not really much to say about this game.
I think this weapon's going to hold him off. I have a feeling.
You have a feeling that he's going to overcome being a third of the supply of the Zerg?
Third off OP, man.
Got 2 Void Rays.
No matter 1 roach attack at a time.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not watching. I'm just watching units flood the map, and creep spread's nothing really to write home about. He is pooling another army at his main base. Just not even gonna worry about that. Void Rays, like the Mothership Core, can also be thankful that the roaches don't have the Air Jordan upgrade. But they should just be able to stand in all the DPS that Protoss can produce at this point, and down goes the Nexus, and the probes are not going to enjoy that little walk in the park.
Yeah, maxed out Zerg Army versus 46 supply Protoss, definitely.
I give a slight edge to Protoss because of the buff, but yeah, we should be seeing GG at any time.
That Void Ray. Great kills.
Yep, and GG is called, so that brings UniVVV to 3-1 right now. Did Kaboosh mention who was supposed to be our last player?
I'm back. I'm not sure yet.
371 APM. Is that even like a reasonable amount of APM to use for any race?
I made you leader, Kaboosh. What is the last map going to be?
I am looking. Or I'm asking our player what he wants.
Oh, it's just UniVVV with mus at the end of all the words.
Wow, you said it was hard, Kaboosh.
I don't speak fucking Italian. It looks like fucking gibberish to me.
Haven't you ever watched Johnny Quest?
Or, you know, read a book.
Well, I don't know what the must means. Right, so we're gonna have a ZVZ on Catalina.
The stupid... Who's that Pokemon map?
Tentacruel.
It's Octillery, you nerd.
ZVZ is actually my least favorite matchup of all the matchups.
Really?
Well, I mean...
I have to say, in terms of like the matchups I understand and the matchups I want to talk about, PvP is by far the worst and weirdest.
Yeah, I don't know. Zerg is just, I mean, I feel like I understand it pretty well, but I just don't like ZVZ.
Yeah, true. I mean, I guess my point would be like, PvP always seems to come down to oh, this guy's got 4 stalkers, and that one's got 3. So no matter what, the guy with 3 stalkers wins.
I agree. PvP is pretty bad. That's probably
Just like
my second.
It doesn't make sense to me at all. I know what tanks do. I know what marines do. TPT is actually fine because I don't know. It seems like the best mirror matchup, TPT.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
All right, in the left bit of Catalina, we have Rival Gaming's Iota, one of the letters of the Greek alphabet. So, in the top, kind of towards the right portion of Catalina, we have Venomous Vidimus Vichimus's Hunter, in all caps. I guess I should pronounce that Hunter! Or something crazy like that. However, we do see that Hunter is going to get the scout first.
You should pronounce it with a Korean accent.
Hunter-Roo?
He double canceled gas again.
Yeah, just kind of watching this guy's build. He seems to like 11-12 or 12 pool 11 gas. I think is what he goes for.
Huh.
But if that's the case, I think that just going 11 is better. Maybe, I don't know.
He definitely seems like he has it
not,
down. Whatever.
Not doing a double extractor trick and just leaving one in gas. I don't know. Might get gas a little faster. But who am I? Looks like it's a build that came straight out of an optimizer.
I feel like it would be better to get the pull before the Overlord, wouldn't it? I don't know.
No, not really. He'll run into a point where he's supply blocked at 18 out of 18, but Iota's not going to be able to pass him, really, with a appropriately timed 18. So it's one of those cases where getting supply blocked on purpose is fine. And yeah, those happen. Alright, so...
Up, and the Overlord's pulled, so it doesn't look like Iota will see the Overlord go into the base either. So he won't know he got the scout.
Now we say he's got the scout, but he hasn't really seen anything except location at this point. So, it's tough to say. I mean, because he's doing this build against more than one race, I assume he's just comfortable doing it against any common Zerg opening. Which makes sense. Same thing. This Overlord finishing, and 2 Lings should be on the way pretty soon. I think, yeah. And the Queen's about to pop. And I do like the build from Hunter, because it seems like it's got options for both macro and just going balls to the wall all in. So instead of Lings, he's going with an expansion at 4 minutes, which is a little late in ZVZ. It's going to be tough for Iota to read that if he does see the timing, but he's got 2 Lings on the way right now, so he will see an oddly late timed expansion. He's actually got 4 Lings. And we see the Lings taking weird paths across the map. This is my least favorite map in the pool right now, just because I have no idea where my army is going to go if I tell it to move across the map. So Iota does scout the expansion, and by elimination knows where he was already. So he sees an expansion and isn't too worried, but maybe he has cause to worry.
Yeah,
he's getting a Baneling nest right now. And some Lings moving across the map for Hunter. Some Overlords being poked.
Going straight to the main, too.
Speed finishes. Pretty good idea to go straight for the main. At this point, I think Iota's equalized in Ling count, but he is going to lose his Queen for almost nothing. Speedlings are better than Slowlings, but if they're in an engagement like this where the surrounding is irrelevant, it's not that bad for Iota to just sit around and wait for his own speed to finish.
Yep, and there he goes. I'm gonna guess there's a counterattack coming with that many lings.
He does have a Baneling nest too. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty strong.
he definitely held off the premature, or I wouldn't say premature, the aggression that the build is designed for. However, I don't know. This is going to be hard to hold without a Baneling nest, but Iota doesn't have that much gas saved up.
Really tough.
The queens are just going to tank stupidly. I always hesitate when I'm attacking into a base like this, just because queens tank so much damage for even. Here come the Bane Chain. He's gonna try not to explode the Banelings on anything but lings.
Pretty good
right
hits.
now. They were okay hits, but he really just wants to use Banelings at that point to box out the Zerg army. Because the drone kills will come eventually because he's got lings that can't be attacked, because obviously if you would try to go for the lings attacking your drones, you'll run into the problem of, oh, he's got Banelings playing keep away. So a bit of a misexecution, but it may just be personal preference to get drone kills as opposed to ling kills.
He's ahead on tech, and he's got more workers now, so I think he's in a good spot.
I would say so too. There's no respine, which is kind of a mistake from Hunter. He definitely wants to get another spine crawler up to hold off this attack. The Banelings get good connections, but only to really equalize the link count, and he's having 5 run away from 4, which is, counting. But he gets a few more drones behind this, but mostly lings coming out, and 4 more Banelings. Don't know where those are. Right in the front, 5 Banelings. He wants to be careful because he doesn't want to make too many Banelings so that he has fewer Zerglings than his opponent, because then the Zergling count can just abuse the fact that Iota doesn't actually have enough lings to defend from lings. Once he starts making them into Banelings, they're rather useless until they finish. So now he should make all these weak ones into Banelings and reinforce with just straight Zergling.
He has a way superior economy right now, and Hunter is just making almost pure lings at this point.
Most definitely. We do see Iota trying to transfer from Lingbane to Roach Hydra, and I think that's just a mistake, because he's only on 17 drones right now. He's gonna go... I don't know what that was about. He loses 5 lings for almost nothing. Yeah. Well, now he's at 21, but he was at 17 last time I looked. So now he's doing the send 1 ling in at a time to try to kill Banelings before going ham on ling attack.
I think you're mistaken on that drone count, though. He was at 40 workers.
Oh, I was talking about Hunter, who is still at 25. 27. Yeah. But now we run into, he only really has Banelings right now. In the production tab, we don't see only 2 roaches coming. He is going to lose an Overlord in the main, or in the natural of Hunter. A little bit sloppy. But Layer's on the way, so I expect when Layer's done he's going to start Roach Speed, and +1 attack for Roaches is a critical upgrade because it changes the amount of shots you need to kill a Ling from 3 to 2. Obviously until Carapace finishes, then it goes back to 3. But like Zealots, honestly, it's the same mathematically. Big Bane hit on the Lings there. Banes kill all of the Lings. Hunter trying for a 3rd right now, but Iota's just moving across with all the roaches he's got, and right now is going to be 2 Banelings.
It's a lot of Zerglings coming out. We'll have to see.
I mean, a miracle Bane hit right here.
Oh, these roaches are pretty split up.
That was a very nice thing there.
There was the Miracle Bane hit. When +1 finishes, I think this attack gets turned around for Iota. But it's kind of strange to see Lair. Additional gases have finally been taken, but he's just been on straight Zerglings for the first 13 minutes of the game.
He should go through here.
Yep, forces his way up. Queen gets the Hail Mary inject, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. +1 also very good against drones, and Hunter calls GG. A nice timing from Iota to turn around the game. I really do like Hunter's build though. I will try that out on ladder. I might try to transition out of just pure Ling at some point, or like maybe leave 1 in gas. It seemed pretty optimized for the early game, but the transition period from what else do I make now seemed a bit amiss that game. So like in the game we saw against Adapter, he went roaches a lot faster, and I honestly think that would have been a really good choice here as well. So he was on 3 bases and roaches. So I think that might be where he went awry here.
I don't know if you can pull that build off. You don't have 314 APM.
I don't have 314 APM, but I do have math. Which is like meth, which is, I assume, how you get 400 APM. But, anyway, we'll see. Rival has brought it up to 2 games to 3. So we'll see who UniVVV, which is what I'm going to call it, because you've obviously heard me say the right name once, and it's obnoxious in a lot of syllables. So we'll see who UniVVV's next player is.
So we've got a Terran player, it looks like, with a reasonable win rate on ladder, so this should be a good game.
Reasonable meaning?
Not 80% in every matchup.
Alright, we're going 2v2, and our player is not going to play. Damn.
Yeah.
That would have been fun, though. Nimbus is a good choice for Terran vs Zerg, I think. Getting a 3rd base is really hard for both races, but getting a 3rd base for Zerg is a lot more necessary.
2 base, all in. 2 base, all in.
You sent in Iota, not me. Anyway, so we'll see what Iota's got cooking. And starting the match now. Alrighty, loading into the game. We've got Venomous's Phi in the top right corner. Also a Greek letter, so we're going to see which Greek letter is better in this match. In the top left corner of Nimbus, Ladder Edition, we have Rivals Iota.
Do you know what else is a Greek letter?
Kappa.
Kappa.
Is it Kappa?
It's Kappa.
Oh, it was Kappa. Do you know there's 21 others?
I know like 5 of them.
I used to be able to name them all like I'd strike a match, start the Greek alphabet, and then name all the Greek letters before the match burnt my fingers. So that's a skill that never was relevant, and
Hey, what
honestly,
did you do for fun as a kid? I tried to recite all the Greek letters before I burned my fingers off.
that was not as a kid. I was 18 at the time and in college.
It's even worse. The math frat you wanted to join?
The what?
The math frat you wanted to join?
The math frat. Oh goodness. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I was in a math frat. Alright, so we have Iota going for standardy 15 hatch, 16-ish pool. We do have a bit of a greedier build from Phi, who's opting for the command center first and abuse 2 building wall off for the first 20 minutes of the game. So this could be really anything. Iota does scout it right away.
Yeah, you got really lucky with that scout.
Yeah, I love when that happens. Did you know that until a recent hotfix that Nimbus had cross spawns disabled?
Yeah, I saw that. That was very strange.
Now, I have a theory as to why that might have been. One of the maps, when I searched for Nimbus before the ladders switched over to the new maps, was published by Time Twister, who's in Rival now. I about said TRG. Lol. Anyway, so I think he was doing some balance testing, and they wanted to test certain balance issues with spawning horizontal and spawning vertical, so they just eliminated the one they knew was balanced. So I think that map got published by accident instead of, them fixing the no cross spawn and going there. Iota with a good scout, he should have noticed the late barracks timing and knows that there is an expansion, so he's obviously narrowed down to CC first with the barracks, is going for a pretty fast third.
I have a prediction.
You have a prediction?
I think we're gonna see Mech.
Mech. Mech is... it's a pretty good choice on this map, I would say. The third base is really holdable. There's only 2 pretty narrow attack paths to go through. And then expanding to the 4th could get tricky, but if you could make a big enough mech army on 3 bases, you could probably just roll over a Zerg and just push out with like 150 supply and 2-2.
That is a very greedy third CC.
I wish Terrans would stop doing 3CC. It's not good.
It's very blind too at this point. He hasn't even scouted the natural. He saw all if you look at his vision, all he's seen is a gas in the main.
A gas in the main?
Yeah.
Well, so be it. Iota could be going 14-14 and it would be totally missed on Phi. However, not the case. Iota's got 3 bases and isn't doing any sort of cheeky roach timing. Does see that Hellions are coming, but yeah, Phi would be really blind to something like, say, 10 roaches at his base right now.
I don't know any Zerg player who's crazy enough to do that, though.
You know one. You're not happy with him most of the time. But, yeah, that's gotten me a 60% win rate versus Terran. I only really lose to 2 Rex and blind double Rex Marauder.
Yeah, so I'm eating my words here. No mech. Got the stim coming.
Got stim? It could be biomech, but, I don't know. It's kind of too early to tell. He's only got he's got the double engineering base going down, so I assume it's going to be a more bio-focused. Start with Hellions and then start making maybe Widow Mines, or do some add-on switcheroo. And I don't really know. The factory decided that that reactor wasn't good enough, so he's gonna go make another one and make a barracks in here. We do see Hellions getting a bunch of pickoffs on Hellions getting a bunch of pickoffs on the wings, but all being very low, so they're not going to be able to push in to deny creep if Iota's got good queen and creep spread. That said, creep spread, nothing great, but the Hellions, you want to be careful. You really don't want to lose those. I'm kind of shocked that Phi, unless... Hang on, let me check Units Lost tab before I say something stupid. Yeah, Phi did lose 2 Hellions, so he is down below the money number.
Oh.
You really want 6 because I believe 6 Hellions were one-shot Lings.
There's a lot of
I think
Lings
it's
out on
less.
the map.
Banelings would be pretty fun here.
I think he's doing a Baneling.
He does have a Baneling nest. So, yeah. We're gonna see a bit of a Busterino.
There's
Stim
no
will be
bunkers
done.
and 2 Marines out.
Stim will be done. Now, another thing that we need to see is how does Iota use these Banelings? Because if they all blow up on buildings or workers, not the greatest use. He just really wants to sit those in his production line. So here comes the bust. They all go off on units, which is good. We do see the Lings running by. More Banes are coming. The SCVs won't take too huge of losses. He really needs to get these Marines down. Stim on these first 4, and then SCVs turn around and say, nay, you get back here. And you see the Banelings. A good
Pretty
split.
good split.
Yeah. That's disgusting. That did literally nothing.
Yeah. I had hopes.
So, what was a cute idea ends up only costing 5 mining time and the super optimal 34 out of 24 in his main. We'll see how quickly he fixes that. Alright, that's some of it.
I think you heard
It's
it.
down to 26 now. 19. Alright, we're going good. And now Iota's taking a 4th. Phi going out for a 3rd. It's got a pretty decent marine count. This one's coked out like none other. 5 hit points. So he's taken some gnaws from Zerglings gnashing their teeth at him. We do see Baneling speed on the way. +1 melee doesn't quite have enough gas for +1 carapace, but I assume it's coming or he forgot it. That being said, by the time any big pushes come, I'm not counting this one as a big push. Baneling speed should be done.
Kind
So,
of,
he doesn't want to lose these Lings blindly, though. That's not good. Don't do that. Ooh.
He's got plenty more at home.
Yeah,
kind of lackluster, especially with 3 queens to spread creep.
Yeah, the 3 queens, the good excuse is they have lots of transfuse energy, but the real excuse is he made 6 queens and he's got 3 active tumors, and that's about half of what you need. Alright, big Baneling hit there. Solim's doing work, but he really doesn't want to, yeah, pulls back the Banelings. This is not his fight. These extra queens, oh, that transfuse energy, so much. Wow, great transfuses. Slow Banes on creep. Oh, they do get the upgrade, but only kill 2 more, and cue up the marching band. Here comes the parade push. So we see the Lings finish, and the Queen dies. These Overlords are in a great spot to supply block him for 25 years. And we see in the Battle of the Greek Letters that Phi has taken control of the ramp, started killing Overlords. That really sucks. It really just not good for Iota right here. The Banes come down, and the 1 Widow Mine, 2 Widow Mines don't even need to go off at this point. He's got 3 mutas, 4 mutas, 5 mutas, 6 mutas in the fight. Doesn't want to fight with those because they will not go well. Pulls the drones, medevacs healing until they run out of energy. So he does hold this attack off, but at what cost? He's now down 50 supply, and looks like the parade has taken a turn on Market Street, and it's just gonna go wait for the horses, so to speak. And the horses are just gonna poop all over the street and then go into his
Your
base.
analogies are some of the weirdest fucking things I've ever heard.
You're fine. Just get over it. You love me. Do you have anything to add to the game, Kaboosh? Because, you know...
Well, I can't even word it. You're talking about it.
Oh, well, goodness. Have at it. The parade is still going. That's what I'm watching.
4th hatch going back.
Look at that nice line across the map.
Almost like a parade.
I just didn't know you were.
Oh,
Iota's
that-
gonna try to raid on
that'd be
the
lame.
parade here.
goodness. The glaive bounces are not strong enough. I think once these mutas start going down, the game will be short-lived. So we had a good... Oh, sorry.
I think this plan gives their players enough. So this guy's sitting at about 223 average APM as well.
Sweet. I need to get it in that one, I guess. So the third base goes down, and what started as a really greedy build from Vi turned into an attack from Iota that was not able to fully punish the greed of Vi, and now these Marines have a permanent concave. They can kill these rocks, get up the ramp whenever they want, set up, and start killing tech.
The economy for Iota is just in shambles at this point, though.
Yep. And while he could drag the game on with some banlings and Hail Marys, could just tap out now if he really wanted to. And that's the game. GG is called, and Venomous Vichimus takes the series 4-2. Well played, everybody.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Absolutely. Thanks for letting me cast with y'all.
Follow the stream because Hazelnut will get an email and it will spam his email and LOL.
Really?
It's okay. I have.
You know what?
really
I think
good
I will
filters.
follow the stream. You can filter all you want, but you can't block me out forever. I'm literally moving to your state in a month.
Well, we may be living in the same city here, and
That's up to you, man. I'm moving to a different city from you, and you're the one coming to me.
oh, we were planning on moving there soon, anyways.
I'm Hazelnut. I'm married. and I have
Hunter
a child.
just did the Korean GG in Twitch chat.
Yeah, that makes sense.